Good afternoon, it's me, Maris, and it's a beautiful, well, kind of beautiful Saturday afternoon, and I wanted to stop by and just kind of talk to you about one of my favorite stones here. It was really kind of funny is that I used to laugh about crystals and stones, and I would kind of make fun of them, and people that were into crystals and stones, and I have a couple of parodies, see, throat chakra. Stop making fun of myself, right? No. Anyway, back in the day, I made fun of a lot of things. Now, I've been practicing Reiki for 30 something years now, or like, a form of Reiki, and then formally Reiki probably in the last 28. I'd have to have one of my kids correct me on that one. However, I have a long history of kind of making fun of the crystals and stones. Now, I liked rocks and crystals and stones when I was a kid, but I never looked at them metaphysically or as a healing tool. I looked at them as rocks and stones, and yeah, they're pretty. I like them, and I liked jewelry. As a young teenage girl, I liked, rocks that were in the form of a ring or earrings. So for many years, I did make fun of them, and I will, I eat my words now because I see a lot of wonderful things that actually come through working with crystals. And the first crystal that I want to showcase is a blue kyanite. Now, this particular piece, this blue kyanite, was gifted to me from my friend Renee, and it also has some quartz inclusions in it. So this, when you have quartz that's is an inclusion in something, that it amplifies or enhances that therapeutic effect. So I'm going to tell you a story about a blue kyanite. It was several years ago. I was speaking at a conference and speaking about energy healing. And I have my daughter, Sarah, who's the right-hand person here with Get Connected TV when it comes to all the IT. She's training me on all these things. So anyway, so Sarah comes up from Texas for the weekend, and she's working this fair with me, or this conference. And I'm telling you, she is like on fire. Nitpick, nitpick, nitpick. Come on in. Warning, I'm taping, but you can come on in. Ooh, we have a special guest in today's show. You don't mind, do you? It's not live.
Okay.
Okay. Pull up a chair, my sister.
Oh my goodness.
I am so excited. Oh, this is kind of like being photobombed, but in the cool way. Come up closer.
Goodness,
Yeah, we got to get real close. Yay!
Hi.
This is Tammy Ross. She is like one of my most favorite mediums in the whole wide world. She's a beautiful healer. Good to see you. And actually, we're talking about blue kyanite, and we have a mutual friend in this story. Now, this came from my friend Renee. And remember, where we were was we were at a conference. My daughter is driving me nuts. She is just tripping. Tripping, 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 tripping. And over next to us, probably about 10 feet away, is Harlan Bell. And so Harlan has all of these crystals and stones and gadgets and, et cetera, all out there. And I look at him and I'm like, dude, you have got to fix her.
I love her.
I'm getting ready to go do something up here, and she's like got me on edge. So he's like, "Oh yeah, I've got it." Now he doesn't quite talk like that, but well, let's just pretend he does.
Maybe
he does a little bit, okay. But he looks like a big druid king, man. I think he needs the Viking hat and horns.
Yes.
So anyway, he's like, "Sarah, come here." And he like hands her this rod, hands her some blue kyanite, and she's sitting over there. And I'm doing something else. And the next thing you know, someone comes up behind her with a Tibetan singing bowl. And she's like, "Oh my goddess, is that not just the best thing ever?" And I'm like, what the hell just happened? Oh my God, what the hell happened? So long story short, that was my first introduction into blue kyanite. So I get home from this conference, I go on eBay and I buy me a bag of blades.
This feels amazing.
Is that not the coolest?
Mhm.
So I share, I like start handing out the blades. Well, I'm teaching over at a career college at this time. And students would come into my office having a meltdown about class. Now I'm teaching anatomy and physiology and some administrative stuff and some lab clinical junk, all that kind of cool stuff. And they're freaking out about my test because I'm a pretty hard teacher. If I'm going to teach you something in healthcare, it's because I want you to be successful and you're in a very competitive market, but also you're going to be taking care of me in 20 years. Please, let's make sure this is right. So anyway, my students would come in having little meltdowns about a quiz, about this, about a project, whatever. And I would hand them the piece of kyanite. And they would just, and then singing, I love coming in your office, Miss Barons. It is just so groovy.
This piece is singing.
And so blue kyanite is a wonderful tool to use in keeping things chill, aligned, and balanced. So if you're a teacher or a healer or a school nurse or you work with people, have a piece of blue kyanite out. Keep it chill.
Keep it with you all the time.
And then think about in color therapy, we see that this is blue. Well, if you show it to a man, it's blue. Whoops, it's blue. It's going to work right here in communication. So that's going to help us have some enhanced communication, keeping us chilled, balanced, and aligned. And it's this awesome stone that I don't have to do anything special to keep it clean because it's constantly in cleanse mode. Hey, that's awesome. But here, I want you to remember this. It is very porous. So don't go soaking your blue kyanite or you're going to have blue kyanite watery thing.
Mm-hmm.
It'll all fall apart. You'll be really bummed out. Been there, done that. If it's porous, keep it out of the water. Now, the blue kyanite, you don't have to take it out and put it out in the sunshine and do the moonlight because it's in a constant state of cleansing. But if you're feeling giddy, rock on, go ahead and do that. Do you have any experiences with blue kyanite other than this amazing brrr? You should see her face has got flushed. Her cheeks have all filled up with blood since she's walked in, and I'm like, she's having a love affair with my blue kyanite.
And it's actually singing to me right now.
What's it singing?
It's just very beautiful. It's like I can hear the angels speaking. It's very, very calming. Yeah, no, actually I have not had an experience with the blue kyanite. Mm-hmm. So this is the first time I've actually sat down and just loved on a piece. And this is very, very nice. It's got a very good, very high vibration. Being a school nurse, yeah, just sitting here holding it, I would carry this big piece in my pocket.
Can you imagine? Get this, kind of like my big piece of bling bling. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be anyway at all, but I'm like, dang, my husband probably go, I can be that.
I'd totally rock it. I'm just saying, I would. I love it. It's beautiful. It's like I can feel my heart just, it's, wow. Very, very nice. And it matches everything that I have on, so.
I love that piece. I love that piece. I love that piece. I love that piece. Mm-hmm. Dang you, allergies.
Yeah, now I know that there was a reason why I had to stop by today. It was so that I could.
And she didn't know that she was going to be on today's episode either. I love it.
Photobomb, sorry guys.
But hey, we love it. And remember that here at Sacred Space Studio, on all of our programming on Get Connected TV, 99% of it is from the hip. Unscripted. This is true reality TV. And I'll have another episode on another program that I'll let you know about our philosophy and our mission behind Get Connected TV. I'll give you a little quick insight. It's about this kind of stuff. It's about me and you 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 coming together and getting connected and celebrating all the groovy things that we bring to our community, whether it's this little community of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, how about the Southwest, the U.S., to the whole big old wild world, you know? It doesn't make a difference. It's about being connected. Each one of us brings a really beautiful gift. Yesterday, and I'm going to just kind of bring you into this, a couple days ago I posted, hey, I want to interview you on my Facebook page, Oklahoma Healing Connection. And somebody had like, you want to interview who? And I go, you. And she was like, why me? I'm nobody special. And then she mentions what she does because she's going to be coming up on an episode. So, but she mentioned what she did. And I'm like, that's a pretty intense job. And when you think about it, being excited to talk about what you do and how it affects the community, man, that makes you special.
It does.
And why wouldn't I want to know you? And why wouldn't a million other people not want to be connected with you? So I want to tell you thank you for being my surprise guest that, you know, I guess Spirit just put it in. And we give a little kudos to each other on that. Tammy Ross, she's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful medium, very gifted, talented healer, minister. Oh, I could go on. Sister friend, she's like a sister from another mother. We all actually, we kind of look back at it. We all have the same mom at the end of the day.
Yes, we do.
You know. So thank you so much for coming in. And thank you so much for coming by today and learning about blue kyanite on the Crystal Clear Show.
I might be taking this with me.
Oh.
Just kidding.
No. Remember, you can get those on eBay. Okay, get a bag of blades on eBay. Don't pay more than $20 for a bag of blades, and place them around your house. If you have a volatile or a real high intense work area, place them in your work. If you're a healer, and that includes yoga instructors, you guys are healers. Just because you're showing me how to bend like Gumby doesn't mean you don't heal, because you do. Put those things in your building. Put them in your office. Put them everywhere. Put them in your car. You'll be surprised.
I didn't even think about that.
Yep.
That's a good point.
Okay. So peace and love. Enjoy your day. Peace. Ooh, I like that. It looks so international. Ooh. Ciao. Have a good one.